My Gilchrist, LG Fitness Messiah on YouTube, the My Gilchrist Pro Bodybuilder on YouTube, um, www.lgfitnessmessiah.com is my website, which is a blog. I want to talk about an issue today that's pretty important. A lot of people don't understand the nature of it. I want to talk about working out and pain and injuries and other different things and stuff like that. Over the years, my ideology and my philosophy has changed about dealing with perceived pain, injury, how to recover, and how to deal with these particular issues. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, when I played football back in college, I used to take maybe up to 6 Advil a day just to be able to go out and practice from the soreness and the stiffness. Even though I was studying exercise science and was taking nutrition and all the other classes and courses and stuff like that, the understanding of pain and how to deal with it and stuff were, I guess, the science, or actually the science is probably always there. I just didn't really think about it. I just dealt with it with pain medication and stuff. I know people who use narcotics and take over-the-counter pain pills. I know people who take Percocets and all type of different things for back pain and stuff like that, and are addicted to pain medications. Brett Favre was one of the quarterbacks, and especially at a high level, the higher you compete, the more you have pain and recovery, the more prone you are to injuring or tearing a muscle or ligament damage and stuff like that. So I changed my philosophy on pain a few years ago, just out of stubbornness, just changing my ideal about how I was going to deal with my body and my aging and pains and other different things. I have fingers that I can't straighten out from jamming and stuff like that. That I used to take over-the-counter pain medication, ibuprofen, Tylenol, all the other different things. I haven't taken really any over-the-counter pain medication or anything else like that in probably the last 2 years at least, maybe 3 years. Just because I like to know where my body is feeling, and I like to understand where my body is feeling at these particular times. But you see my videos, you see how hard I train. I don't wear any straps or belts or anything else because I like to strengthen and to have my body in a harmonious union of working out and making sure that everything is built strong enough to support what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. I don't want any artificial support, so that if the artificial support gives, or for some reason the overload is too much, I injure, tear, or do some other things. I've torn muscles throughout my life, throughout my athletic career, had cortisone shots and stuff like that, still played with torn muscles, so my pain threshold is pretty great. And so I know how to deal with pain. Perceived pain, meaning not being injured or actually true injury, I'm able to overcome because of my mental capacity for pain is much different. But getting to the subject that I'm talking about, I use my nutrition to deal with my pain issues. So everything that I do, I try to practice preventative situations. So taking a pain medication is just a masking of what's actually going on. It may take some inflammation out and do some other things because it has some anti-inflammatories and pain medication, but it doesn't actually address the issues of why you have these pains anyway. So in dealing with these issues, I use omega-3s and other nutritional ways to make sure that the inflammatory properties of my body is under check, so I'm not carrying a whole bunch of water retention or having anti-inflammatory things going on, even though I work so hard and put my body under such a tedious amount of work or exercise regimens that I do throughout the week. I'm one of the harder trainers probably on the planet. And I say that modestly because I have years of experience of techniques and doing things, and so I understand how to do these things and push myself and stay fairly healthy and fairly injury free. My philosophy and ideology is I only do as much as it takes for me to do to accomplish the goals that I want to accomplish with my body and in my performance. I don't train with an ego. I don't do things for ego or for other people or the perceptions of other people. I do it because that's what it takes for me to push myself, and I understand how to push myself to my maximum capacity. So once you separate yourself from your ego and all these other things when it comes to training, you can cut down on injury and overtraining and other things and stuff like that, and you get scientific. So um, I guess surely what I'm trying to say is no matter how you deal with pain, you still have to deal with the issues. There's arthritis, bursitis, and tendonitis. Those are all different things, and that's usually associated with the pains that we feel from training or aging or small injuries. And then you have ligament tear, tendon tear, muscle tears, um, fractures, bone breaks, other particular things. And I know under certain circumstances you do have to take some medications to heal up. You do have to have some time. Some of the pain can be so acute that you may have to take some things. But ultimately, I would say if you get better, it's kind of like the domino effect. If you get better control of your nutrition, what you're taking in, the properties and the things that's happening inside your body is the most complete machine on earth, regardless of how technology or anybody else may see things. Your body is so vastly developed over the millions of years of evolution that it's pretty efficient of taking care and repairing itself if you give it the right things that it needs and put it in the right condition. So I try to constantly do those things to my body and for my body, and that did mean sacrificing some things that I used to do and other things and stuff like that, because there's a give and take. Do I take these things and mask the pain and continue to go down the path that I'm going down where I'm destroying myself, or do I actually try to prevent these particular issues so that my quality of life, the things that I like doing, the way that I want to perform can be increased, and I can get a better response from my body and be in a more harmonious state by making these sacrifices on the front end. So it's either a sacrifice on the front end or the back end, because ultimately we all pay the price for the things that we do with our body, aging, and father time. Yes, any athlete is undefeated in all circumstances, in all situations. So, no matter what it is that you do, you just got to make sure that you do it and commit to it. Life is not promised. A day is not promised. The next breath is not promised to any of us, truly. Anything can happen. Anyone can be healthy and still die in other situations. And I understand all those situations. But the true question, and I guess answer, is how do you choose to live? How do you want to live? Do you want to mask things and put off issues and not deal with the issues and have your quality of life and teach a quality of life to your seeds and your kids that may carry on generational curse and affect the lives of your grandkids and your generations further down the line? Or do you want to take control of what's going on in your life with your body, your nutrition, your pains, and everything else, and get a better understanding and try to think of some preventative ways and other ways to deal with these particular issues? I just wanted to bring light onto that subject and kind of shine a little light onto the subject, kind of give you a little insight to how I deal with situations and stuff like that. Once again, my name is Lamont Gilchrist. That's LG Fitness Messiah, Lamont Gilchrist Pro Bodybuilder on YouTube. Check out some of my training videos. www.lgfitnessmessiah.com is my website, my blog. Like I said, I do personal training, meal plans, pain prevention, nutrition, and all types of different things. I research all the time. I stay current on my science and everything else, and I have a pretty good understanding and a vast amount of knowledge on the topic of exercising, preventative health, and a whole bunch of other issues. I hope this helped. I hope this gives you insight. Maybe you'll take the time and think about what's going on with your body and your pains and the different types of injuries or not injuries or acute or chronic situations that's going on with your overall health. Once again, my name is Lamont Gilchrist. Thanks.